Welcome to the show, guys. As always, our sponsors, Chimera Coffee. Go to chimeracoffee.com. Order yourself some beautiful coffee with nootropics infused into the blend.
Infused, just mixing all in. Just caffeine, nootropics, just...
Perfect harmony.
Perfect. A yin and a yang.
That's it. You always need a yin and a yang.
You do.
Know what the yang to this yin is? The coupon code.
The yin yang twins?
Show the R is the coupon code.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Save some money.
Okay, yeah,
Next
do that.
Sponsor, go to invertedgear.com.
Panda.
Pick out yourself a gi.
Panda.
Maybe the show the art gi.
Panda.
Or the navy bamboo gi.
Panda.
Made out of bamboo fibers.
Panda.
Pick yourself out a rash guard.
Panda.
With a panda on it.
Panda.
At checkout, type in the coupon
Panda.
code show the art 15.
Panda. Panda.
Save
Panda.
yourself some money.
Panda. Panda. What's going on, guys? We got right into it, so we had no intro. So this is your intro that you're listening to right now. We jumped on with our boy, our first guest actually on the Show the Art podcast, Jason C. Brown. We're all over the place, guys. It's a show about everything. We chime in about everything, so I hope you guys enjoy.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we'll add the intro later. I'm gonna cut all that other stuff out. Don't worry.
You are?
Yeah. Nothing is new, Ames. Yeah. Same old.
Nice, man.
My backyard, the strength garden is a little bit muddy. That's new.
Okay.
Why
I got a new German Shepherd. What's that?
Oh, German Shepherd. Is that a
Yes.
Nice. Is that a big dog?
He's big, very big, very intimidating.
A big dog for a big dog. That's what they say. What's new in the kettlebell world? Are there new theories and philosophies on how to train with kettlebells?
So that's the one. Did you hear that noise?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm afraid you're going to get a bunch of those. You can't do the FaceTime with airplane mode on.
Really?
No. So you might get a bunch of texts, and if somebody calls, you're going to have to edit it out.
Okay. You said you might have to edit it out.
Yeah, no, that's no big deal. It's just a little buzz. It's all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm cool with a little buzz.
Hold on. My wife is texting me. I'm going to tell her.
Okay.
Shut up.
Don't you hate that, Ames, when the wife is texting, you got to tell her to shut the hell up?
Oh, no, I didn't build enough.
Did you pick up the groceries? Yes.
Can you get some milk?
What's new in the kettlebell? I don't think there's anything new.
Okay.
What I've been seeing, things I've been seeing that I've noticed are like doubles, a lot more double exercises, double kettlebells. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like people are getting more comfortable using both. And that's just what I've been seeing on social media a lot.
Right.
What do you think?
Maybe. You know what I think a lot of people do? They put out challenges. Like, do you know Agazzo? Those guys from Canada?
Yeah. I've heard of them.
They do challenges, like, Agazzo challenge of January 24th.
Okay.
And it'll do like a double bell movement. And, they have thousands and thousands of followers. So then, boom, you'll see everybody trying to step up to that challenge to do that movement.
Okay.
And then there's the whole game of one-upmanship, right? So they'll do something awesome with two bells, but then so-and-so will tweak it a little bit so it's better or harder, or it will get more likes or more views or something like, look, I have this. Boom. So, people will step it up a little bit, and then everybody will be challenged to do that movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure.
So maybe that's a little bit of the phenomenon you're seeing. But,
okay.
Double bell work, it's not.
It's not new.
Maybe it is becoming more popular, but it's been around forever.
Sure. What are there any principles that you would have to focus on more when you're doing double kettlebells as opposed to a single?
I think it changes the game quite a bit, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, snatching two bells is completely different than snatching one bell.
Sure,
absolutely. Mobility wise as well, right? Just because I would think it's
control, momentum, stability, mobility, all of that. Mm-hmm. Just even swinging, even when people have like a good swing.
Yeah.
Going from one-handed to one hand on one bell versus, or even two hands on one bell.
Okay.
To two bells, it's completely different game. Completely. You have to, at least in my opinion. And then you can spice it up a little bit even further by using asymmetrical weights.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you would have like a 16 or let's use pounds because I had to convert for you guys last time.
I got my calculator ready just in case.
All right, 35 pounds in one hand and like 45 in the other, which adds a nice little stimulus for the glutes and the obliques and the rhomboids and all that stuff.
Interesting.
And you're swinging both at the same time?
Swing both at the same time, but stagger the weights.
That's a cool concept. I never.
You can even do it like front squats. Doing that with front squats, so like having a heavier weight on one side, man, it's beautiful. You'll feel the obliques like right on.
You know what's crazy? That would have been frowned upon 20 years ago.
Well, we're paranoid about asymmetry, but the reality is you're asymmetrical.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
Like if I lift a heavy thing off the floor, it's not going to be perfectly fitted in my hands. It's going to be lopsided a little bit, or I'm going to be lifting one side up a little. So we should be able to lift like that safely too, right?
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Right.
And if you look at your training as a form of physical preparation for your everyday activities, maybe your sport of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, your art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, grappling, whatever, it's there to physically prepare. I tell everybody, physical preparation is technical preparation, right?
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah. So Jace, how do you kind of blend in all the training right now, like with jiu-jitsu and
specifically?
Weight training? No, just in general. Like, how would you approach things? Oh, well, maybe for you personally, and for just anyone else, because we're just all built differently. You know what I mean? So
right.
Yeah.
So that's a great question, Ames. What I do is I recommend the same thing to my clients that I do.
Okay.
Because I feel a little bit counterfeit if I recommend stuff that I don't live, right?
Yes.
So I actually got away from workouts. I don't recommend workouts. I don't recommend periodization is the craziest thing in the world to me. It's like you're talking with a 44-year-old dad who maybe can train this twice a week, and you're talking about macro, cycle, meso. Get out of here.
Yeah.
So what I actually started, I'm actually calling them rituals, but you can call them routines, you can call them habits, whatever you want. I just give people really simple stuff to do on a near daily basis. Like for example, what I do in the morning before I start my day, I do 1 sun salutation.
Okay.
Right? 10 goblet squats, 100 swings. Nice. 1, 10, 100, 100. 1, 10, 100 every day.
Okay.
That's it. 1 sun salutation. That's my warm up. That gets the shoulders, my hips, all that goodness. I do 10 goblet squats. I do 100 swings.
Nice.
That's it.
And what's
at the end of the week, I got 700 swings. I got 70 goblet squats. I got 7 sun salutations. Anything else I put on top of that is beautiful.
Yeah.
Right? But if I can't count on anything else, I got that in.
You have your
But
minimum.
you can cook that however you want. For jiu-jitsu guys, I do maybe 1 pull-up, 10 standing up and base, or maybe you would say technical stand-ups, and, 20 swings. It depends on the individual, but do this every day. Just do this every day. Dan Gable, what did he say about doing stuff every day?
Every day.
No, what did he say?
Come on, Ames. Tell him, Ames.
Ibrahim. Come on, Ibrahim.
Ibrahim, come
Ames,
on,
you're
man.
the fitness master.
No, he talked to you, dog.
He's the wrestler, dude. He's the icon.
Yeah, I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. I don't know.
What did he say?
Said if something is important, do it every day.
Do it every day. Yeah, exactly.
If it's not, don't do it at all.
I like that.
Jason always drops bombs.
I know, man. That's what. Can we label our podcast today "Knowledge Bombs"?
Sure.
Awesome.
Of course.
Perfect.
It's funny that you say that because me as someone who trains jiu-jitsu all the time, martial artist, I find myself going through a chunk of workouts, like a cycle, if you will, for like a month and a half, and then I lose desire. And I go through that frequently, right? It might be with this type of workout or this type of workout, whatever. It doesn't matter. But the crazy thing is lately I've been using kind of that methodology of just I added a pull-up bar in my house. I bought it for Sarah, for my wife, but I use it. So now almost every day, every time I walk past it, I'm adding pull-ups.
Perfect.
And when I'm here, I'm doing ring dips and ring pull-ups. And when I'm teaching the kids classes, I'm just trying to get 1 or 2 pull-up anytime I get a chance to. And the way I was thinking about it was like when I was a baby, it was hard to walk. And then walking became very easy because you do it all the time. Yeah. So shouldn't our bodies be able to adapt with exercises as well the same way? Yeah.
And so there's this thing also called, what you're doing is something called greasing the groove.
Yes.
Or, technically it's postsynaptic facilitation or Don't worry about it. Okay. Some people will just call it practice.
Yeah.
But when I was in the Marines, there's pull-up bars above the bathroom.
Okay.
So anytime before you go to the bathroom, what do you think you have to do?
Definitely pull-ups.
You have to do pull-ups. Your pull-ups get so good. Why? Because every hour, every 90 minutes, you practice pull-ups.
True.
So your body just, the more that you repeat things, the less friction there will be, if that makes sense. Your body will recognize that movement and say, oh, this guy wants to be good at pull-ups. Boom. And you also get a lot of volume in. So if you're looking to increase the size of your guns, or
definitely.
That nice V taper.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're definitely looking for that. Summer's coming up.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah, I agree. And I think the common mistake or what happens is that people go from 0 to 100 so fast. Like whether it's on a diet, whether it's training, they want the quickest way to their goals. And you got to understand, it's long term, man. It's just a lifetime. That's what I'm realizing now through training. I'm just like, you know what? I'm here trying to push this or do this, accomplish these things. I'm like, I want to move. This is more longevity. I'm looking at everyone who practices jiu-jitsu that I admire. I'm like, they've been doing it every day, small things, little day, step by step, momentum.
Chip away.
Just chip away at it.
Gotcha. It's funny that you use the word practice, Jason, for exercise, is because that was another way I justified going a different route. I was thinking I get bored with working out, with following this system and this cycle, and I'm not really using it for like this major goal. So what I thought is what can give me more excitement during workouts, and don't think about getting stronger or faster or bigger. More think of how I can get better at each exercise. So whenever I'm working out, I'm thinking technique. I'm getting better. This is practice at the exercise.
Efficiency.
And the offshoot of that will be getting stronger and faster and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's a byproduct.
It's a byproduct, yeah. It's very interesting how the body adapts, man.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, on like a week-by-week basis. That's it. I like to log things in. Like this week, say I'm doing the pull-ups, like 3 this week every time I walk by. I actually have it like every hour. Like I'll do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah. Click it, and then next week just add 4.
Now, Jason, at what point are you working out too much? How do you know when you're exercising too much and you're too fatigued to keep going?
Well, the easiest thing to do would be to track your heart rate. The scientific answer would be to track your heart rate for maybe a week. Your resting heart rate right before you even roll out of bed. Track that. And if it's elevated, even by 5 beats, so whatever, like my heart rate is 55.
Okay.
Resting heart rate is 55 before I roll out of bed. It's 55 beats per minute.
Okay.
I test it for a week. It's 55. Next week, it's 70. I train too hard. I need to back off.
Interesting.
So that's the easiest way for most people to do at home on their own without, downloading an app or wearing wearing something to test it.
Yeah.
There's more scientific things that you can do, but it all requires apparatus and algorithms and stuff like that. But the easiest thing is just to test your heart rate.
Now, what is the science behind that? Why would you be more fatigued and your heart rate is more elevated when you wake up?
It's just a direct reflection of your metabolism, everything that's going on.
Okay,
I see.
So if your whole system is working harder to accommodate the stresses, right? Just think about your heart rate as a stress, a signal of stress, right? You just saw a mugging. Does your heart rate get high?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Right? Watching a good movie on TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clicking.
Yeah, the heart rate gets high. It's just a reflection of what's going on biologically.
Wow.
Huh. Interesting.
Damn.
Now, how can I track my heart rate that's not like... Because, some of these watches out there, they're not very good.
Yeah, so you have an iPhone. There's actually a good app that I forgot the name of it. I used to use it, but you just put your finger on the camera.
Yeah,
and that gets your heart rate. But you could just put your the carotid, where you choke people. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's don't use your thumb. Your thumb has its own pulse. So that would be that would conflict with your reading. So use your pointer in your middle. Put that right on the carotid. You should be able to find that a little bit better.
Nice.
Okay.
And you should be able to find your pulse on your wrist pretty well also.
Okay.
Now, wouldn't the act of checking your heart rate and the slight anticipation of knowing the answer change it?
Yes.
But as long as it's consistent, it doesn't matter.
that's a real phenomenon that happens. People have this, I forget what they call it in doctors' offices, right? But like you're fine, and then you walk in and you have high blood pressure or a high heart rate because you're nervous about getting this bad report.
Yeah,
that's true.
I forget the name of it, but there is a technical name of it when you go into the doctor's office. So yeah, that can definitely happen when you're testing your heart rate. But dude, do it before you're out of bed. You're not even even start your day.
Yeah, you're not even.
You opened your eyes, cool, calm, relaxed. You got your loved one next to you or whatever. Boom, just take it.
Yeah, and after a while, it's gonna be like clockwork. You're not even thinking.
Yeah,
about
true.
anything.
After a while, it's funny because when I go to the doctor, I don't go very often. So when I go and they're checking these numbers, I'm trying to be the best I can be. So I'm consciously trying to relax myself, which is probably increasing my heart rate. You know what I'm saying?
Could be.
Because I'm not used to it and all this stuff.
Yeah,
It's
I get
just
you.
like that, whatever that syndrome is, I guess. I have it. I'm a victim.
Right.
They got me.
And another thing that you can just monitor is your mood. Right?
Okay.
Like you said, Abe,
Yeah.
I lost interest in this. That's a clear sign that you're doing too much or you're doing something that doesn't resonate with you, right? You're a little bit grouchy, right? That's a clear sign that something could be off, you know? And maybe it's just you go in and you do flow rolling instead of a hard roll, you know?
Okay.
Whatever.
No, that's interesting. It's funny that you say that because we were talking to Huron Gracie, and he was saying I train pretty much every day. And then I asked him, how do you keep up with that lifestyle of rolling every day? He said, no, just some days I flow roll. Some days I just let people beat me up and I just play defense. And then there's days where I go hard, but I'm always getting something in. He's essentially describing greasing the groove, right?
Right. Yeah.
Now, when you're greasing the groove in workouts, how do I know when to increase weights or add weight to whatever I'm doing? Like, is there a formula to that besides just doing it every other day or whatever?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. And I mean, and you can cook this thing a bunch of different ways. Usually when you grease the groove, like Ames was saying, he does 3 pull-ups every time he walks by the pull-up bar. You can do something even in. So say if your goal were 20, right? You could do something called ladders. So you do 1 the first time you walk by, then you do 2, then you do 3, 4, 5. Then you start back at 1. And you ladder up, but you always avoid the fatigue. So you want to train frequently. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You want a high frequency. You want a high specificity, and you want a high quality of movement. Those 3 things.
Okay.
All right. So if you want to train pull-ups, high frequency every time you walk by the bar. High specificity. Doing squats will not necessarily improve your pull-ups.
Yes.
Right? And high quality of movement. You want to make sure they're all pristine. So that's one reason why you stop short of fatigue. All right?
Yeah, because all form breaks down.
All form breaks down. You get fatigued. You can't reach your numbers.
True.
And then say if you've been doing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that becomes easy, then you can do 2, 4, 6.
I get
2, 4, 6, 8.
Just little by little,
little by little. Yeah. And then there's another way. Something else you can do is called density training, but then that's more of a much more focused type of workout.
Okay, can you speak on that? Just a little breakdown.
So density training was something I learned from the gentleman's name was Ethan Reeve from Wake Forest University, and are you guys familiar with every minute on the minute?
Yeah.
Abe?
I've never heard of it.
Every minute on the minute is a very common CrossFit type of workout. So you'll do 5. This is one of their standard workouts. 5 push-ups, 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, and 15 squats. Every minute on the minute.
Okay, interesting.
Right, so every time the clock hits the 12, you do another round. Right. So this Ethan Reeve came up with the same thing many years before CrossFit.
Okay.
But he called it density training. I think, density training. Or say if you wanted to do 10 pull-ups. You actually start with 20. So you would do 2 every minute for 10 minutes.
Nice.
Okay, I see.
2 every minute for 10 minutes would equal 20. As you get stronger and you can maintain that 2 every minute for 10 minutes, then you would do 3 every minute for 4 minutes, something like that. Right? And you keep decreasing the minutes and increasing the repetitions, and it's called density training. Your work becomes much more dense.
Okay. So you're just packing it in over time.
Yes.
Interesting.
Exactly.
Okay. I got to try that. That's very interesting. And then you're increasing the workload in a shorter amount of time, like over the days or during that day?
No, that would take, weeks, maybe even months for some movements. Yeah.
Gotcha. So it's as simple as just picking out a number that you're kind of capable of in 10 minutes and then working from there.
Or for Coach Ethan Reeves' system is you pick the goal that you want, 10, and then you double it.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's the formula.
Right? So 10 pull-ups, you want 10 pull-ups, right?
Yeah.
You actually make it 20, so 2 every minute.
Makes sense.
For 10 minutes.
And how often are you doing that per week?
You know what? This has been so long since I talked about Ethan Reeves stuff, but I would say 2 to 3 times per week is enough for that because that gets pretty intense.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Charles Staley has another cool form of density training. He calls it escalating density training.
Okay.
But it's the same principle. Like pick a 10-minute, I think he calls them performance zones, like a 10 or 15-minute performance zone. And you start with something that you're comfortable with. Say, let's use 10 minutes.
Okay.
You got 35 swings in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Right? Next time you come back, you get 36. Set the clock for 10 minutes. It's the same time period.
Okay.
But you try to make it denser with more work.
Okay.
Right? So you did 35. Boom. Next week you come in, you do 45. Same time period. You're just getting more work done in the same time period. Escalating density training.
Nice.
So how would you know which one to do? Like at that point, is that just kind of like my point is there's so many modalities out there.
Dude, there is so many. And
a lot, man.
There is so many. And that's the crazy thing. And that's why I don't even recommend workouts.
You just
I recommend rituals.
Yeah.
You want to be good at pull-ups? Practice pull-ups every day.
My man.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. It's
because
so
just
true.
like you guys are both healthy, strong, athletic. And you're like, but what one do I do?
Yeah. Which one do I choose?
Right.
Yeah,
I don't know. And even as a coach, you're like, I'm not sure which one you're going to respond to.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Everyone's
and I'm not sure which
different.
one's going to be best for you mentally.
Yeah.
Right? So what do? Here, you want to be good at pull-ups? We're going to practice pull-ups every day. I don't want you to get tired and kill yourself, but let's do this. Every time you go take a pee, do a pull-up.
Yeah. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Kiss, you ever hear? Keep it simple, stupid. That's one of my favorite things. Just like don't overthink it.
True.
Just get into the work and then reevaluate yourself from that point. Just because every week.
And there's I think it's a real problem also is at least most of my world is the fitness world, but the trainers chase these workouts.
Yeah.
But the reality is, Abe, you were speaking about this earlier. You don't want the workout. You want the results of the workout. Sure. But we spend so much time focusing on what's that workout? What's that new workout? What's that what's that new method?
What's a new fad right there? Yeah.
And you know what? When we go back through the historical record, it's not there. None of it's there. I'm not sure if you guys do, but I always read about all the past champions and all the great athletes and all the best judo players and jiu-jitsu guys.
Yeah. They're just training every day.
Kimura, you know what Kimura did?
What?
Thousands of repetitions of the same moves every day. Right? Yeah. He did hundreds of squats, hundreds of push-ups, hundreds of pull-ups, hundreds of uchikomis, hundreds of osotogaris on a tree.
Okay.
He didn't think about, now I'm in my macro cycle. Undulating periodization. Get out of here, undulating periodization. He didn't do that. Right? He didn't do that. You think Muhammad Ali was doing undulating? No. Muhammad Ali went for a jog, came back, did technical work, shadow boxing.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe some bodyweight calisthenics, medicine ball work, but that guy wasn't overthinking anything. None of his trainers were overthinking anything.
They weren't under a tree with their notebook writing down what's next on their cycle, the next mesocycle, right?
And asking guys on telephones, hey, what's the newest
How many
philosophy?
swings should I do?
Right.
Oh,
so
man.
true. Even Bruce Lee was known for that. Massive repetitions on stretches, on his strikes to get better. Not like That's crazy. Yeah, very interesting. When we go back, it becomes more simple and more basic.
I want somebody to prove to me in the historical record that shit is reality. I really do. I show me.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
I think the reality is the repetitions and the practice.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you think that, I mean, it's probably obvious that a lot of the fitness world has been thought of in this particular way because of the bodybuilding, a trend from Arnold Schwarzenegger days and beyond. Like the way they were working out, everybody took that to heart. And then the fitness world branched off from that as opposed to from what regular people need as opposed to what bodybuilders are using.
I actually don't have a problem with bodybuilding. I think it is one of the best ways to train, to be honest.
Okay.
There are a lot of crazy things that they do. Like I'm not into a lot of the machine training and the isolated joint training and stuff like that, but there's nothing wrong with I mean, they do barbell work, which is great, dumbbell work, which is great. And there's nothing wrong with adding muscle size and strength. That's all protective. It's all good for us. Bone mass, muscle mass as we age. It's all beautiful. It's all great. The problem is when you take it too far and you want to get on the stage. So you do,
Extreme
some
stuff.
chemical enhancements and stuff like that.
And just hurting your body.
But it's not. I mean, the training itself isn't bad. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit bigger and being a little bit stronger. I'm all for those. Abe, I think the problem is trainers like to impress other trainers.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
I think in Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat, I'm not on Snapchat, but I'm sure it's probably horrible. It's just that whole game of I have more internal hip rotation than you.
Yep.
Right?
Get the lights.
Can you do this? Right?
That's all it is trying to really impress everyone. Who could get the most likes? Who can do this? Grab the attention.
Or look, I have my client doing jumps and they're jumping over boxes.
Do the most extreme?
I don't even think it's about the client. I mean, I'm not sure how many fitness people you follow or but how many really post? There's a few, thank God. But how many actually post pictures of their clients or progress of their clients?
Very rarely.
Yeah, rare.
Very rarely. Interesting.
Yeah.
They're more inclined to post a video of their really hot client doing lunges and stuff like that.
Not even just them.
Just them doing the lunges.
Mostly it's them.
Yeah.
But if they're really hot, that's true. They're like, look, she's really hot, so if you train with me, you'll also be really hot, which is absolutely no.
Exactly.
Like 95% of your clients aren't going to be hot unless you're like in freaking LA or something. But
man.
The California diet.
California diet.
Yeah, not over here on the East Coast, no. So, but yeah, a lot of times you'll see, like in the fitness industry, you'll see them posting like big numbers. They're maxing out all the time.
So why you speak about it so negatively? Then why do you do it, Ames?
I'm lifting heavy weights.
Ames
got called out.
I was like, wait,
got called out.
I was like,
yo, is he all over? Abe, is he all over Instagram posting his abs?
Am I?
No,
exactly.
He's
I was like, how dare you try to?
He's always in spandex doing lunges on Instagram. It's weird. I don't get it. It's like
doing kickbacks on a machine.
Hump thrusts.
Yeah.
Just
hump thrust.
Crazy stuff off the floor. He's doing, I don't know, Ames. What is your deal with Instagram?
No idea. I don't know how this got to that.
No, Ames is really good on Instagram. And actually, me and Ames were talking about this the other day about how we don't post too much stuff. And we're kind of tired of seeing others post way too much stuff about them as if the whole world cares that much.
The self-promotion.
Dude, she's a jiu-jitsu player in New York. I will not mention her name, but she's cute. And I follow her on Instagram. Every photo is of her in a duck face and abs.
That's
It's like somehow the abs and the duck face make it into the same photos. But if you go to her, what is it called, feed in Instagram?
Yeah.
There's like 5,000 photos of the same thing. Same filters, just a different day, man. And it's like, I don't understand the value in that. I just don't.
They're greasing the groove on Instagram.
That's it, yes. And I'm sure other people are greasing other things. But I don't know.
It's
What is that society?
Yeah, it's just the culture that we live in.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, it's just
holy crap.
Self-promotion, I think.
There's a really good book by Cal Newport.
Okay.
Called Deep Work. We spoke about this the last time we got together.
Mm-hmm.
But he talks about that. Now anybody can get attention. They may not necessarily deserve the attention.
Yeah.
But and then we're sort of obligated. Like I'll like your post if you like my post.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you're not really and I'm saying you, but I mean it's everyone, myself included.
Yeah.
It's like we're not dude, your workout. You know how many people work out every single day?
Yeah.
How many people move every single day? It's not like, why is your workout deserving of 50,000 likes? Or why do you feel entitled that it should have that many likes? Like, it's just normal shit.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
But there's some of them, though, like, I don't know if you guys notice it, but some Instagrams where you could see they generally just want to share. It's like they're not.
It's positive.
Yeah, it's more positive.
No, it's done with the heart of a teacher. And that I completely understand and respect.
Okay.
That has value.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Like,
and if you happen to be hot, that's great.
That's even
I'll
better.
learn from hot teachers all day long.
I'll take that
any
any day.
For the record, there's
that's
nothing
why I need to
wrong
study
with
with Abe.
I said, for the record, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
But all the bad ones ruin it for the good ones.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Dang.
But you could. It's so fun how you could spot it. You'll just know.
You just know, right?
Yeah. You just know, like, oh, you just want to share.
This
you just
guy.
have like a.
The first thing I say when I see a video like that is this guy.
Yeah.
Come on.
Just keep scrolling. Just keep swiping up. Keep swiping up.
Keep swiping up.
Yeah, man. So
it comes across even on video, right? Even on digital technology, we can spot it.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
That in what is it? Insincere, that what's the word with authentic? Inauthentic, unauthentic?
Yeah.
You just know, but they're trying to teach, but they're doing it so they can get the
yeah, it's so transparent. The intent.
Yeah, transparent is a great word. Yeah.
And it's funny. You see the video, but you see right through it.
Yeah. I just get out of here, man. That's what I usually yell out in my head. I'm usually quiet.
Yeah, I mean it's very interesting, like how the whole society has almost, I don't know, evolved. It just went in that direction of just
social media. It's
social media and. Hey, check me out. Hey, look at me. I'm here. I'm there. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Look at what great stuff I'm doing.
Yeah.
Or look at poor me. Poor me. I did this happened to me. Or poor the like. It's crazy, man. I don't even want to look on social media anymore. I'm going to, but I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean it's we have to, right? But you guys do a wonderful job. Like how many all of your videos. You post new videos every single day, but it's of other people.
Yeah.
You know, and it's spreading high value type of stuff.
It's true.
Right? Except those double leg lock battles, which are ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I liked your conversation with Nelson last week about that. That was awesome. But I mean, it's not like you getting on there like crushed a set of pull-ups.
Yeah, kill the day.
Yeah, killed it today. I had coffee and pull-ups. Oh my god! Seriously, my 80-year-old dad just did that. You know, it's like, who cares?
Hashtag coffee and pull-ups.
Oh,
coffee pull-ups. Crushed it.
Hashtag fit fam.
Hashtag where you at? I'm here
in the gym.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
All fired up right
Jason,
now.
what has the world come to?
I don't know, dude. I'm worried.
Be our leader, please.
I'm thinking about running for president.
There you go. Anything's possible.
I'm gonna drain the swamp
and
give it back to the people.
That's it.
There you go.
That's
a winning recipe right there.
You're gonna put a kettlebell in every American's hand, one at a time.
Yes, made from American steel, brother.
There you go.
And then
made from American steel, like the old days.
Hell yeah.
Bamboo Nation. That's what we're
Bamboo Nation. I love it.
You like that, right?
Yes. And instead of oil, we'll use bamboo and hemp.
Oh, I hear it's cheaper. That's what I heard,
baby.
Dude, it's so versatile. You can make anything out of those things.
Fire.
You know they make bikes out of bamboo, right?
I've seen that online.
Yeah.
I've seen that on that social media thing. And hemp, they can make I hear hemp paper is much stronger. I have a hemp bag. It's great. It's lasted me 3 years.
I have a hemp bag too.
Which one do you have?
Do you guys have hemp gis at all?
I haven't gotten one. I have hemp pants from Datsusara.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're pretty cool. It's like really light.
You had that bag too, that Datsusara bag.
That's
cool.
the bag I have also.
Yeah, they're great. What do you have a hemp gi?
I don't have a hemp gi.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to pay $300 for it.
Exactly. Me too.
But I mean, if the opportunity ever comes where they're, and I have like 20 gis. I'm sure you guys have like 20 gis too. If I needed one, I would go for it. But I just don't. I just don't need another gi.
100%. Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. Like I'm kind of getting stuff for free. So for me to go out and buy it, it's ridiculous. And I already have a stack at home.
First world problems.
First world problems, man.
First world problems. I have too many gis.
I have too many.
Podcast problems, man.
Podcast problems.
I just hate it right now. I can't buy one.
Chimera coffee for free too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we do. I could send you a bag if you want to try it out. Seriously.
Yeah, send it to me. I don't think nootropics work for me though, man.
No?
Yeah, I don't.
Well, you got to try the ones in Chimera coffee out. You see, Chimera
delicious.
Coffee. I was about to run a promo.
It's infused. It's infused, dog. So,
see, Chimera Coffee are from Dominican Republic, and their nootropics are like unlike any other. Right?
They're foreign.
There you go.
They're Latino.
They're Latino. Those Latino.
So they're good.
Yeah, they'll wake you up.
No, but the coffee's pretty good. I'll send you a bag next time it comes in.
I'll get it in 2019.
So getting back to you running for president, how possible is that?
I don't know. Maybe I have too many skeletons in the closet.
There you go.
That's not a problem though for president.
Apparently not.
You know what?
Shit.
That's true.
In fact, that increases your stock nowadays.
I guess. Hey, I'm just a normal guy.
Yeah, man. Just not too much locker room talk.
No.
What was that movie with Chris Rock where he was like a regular guy and they pushed him to run for president? He wound up winning or something like that. Head of state. Why can't the world be like that, where a regular guy could run for president and win?
Like Donald Trump.
No, he's not. Donald Trump is not a
That's what
guy.
I don't understand. People say they get pissed off at other celebrities, but he's a celebrity. It's not like he's not the guy down at the local hardware store.
That's true.
Yeah. He ran on the platform of the average person, but
he was just not a politician. Yeah, like the others.
Yeah, he wasn't a politician. Yeah. Right.
It was kind of the same as when Arnold Schwarzenegger became the governor. He was a celebrity.
Yeah.
He was a celebrity. Yeah. Ronald Reagan was an actor.
Oh, was he?
That's right.
You guys probably weren't even born yet.
Nah.
But Ronald Reagan, I think, was he? I think the first president for me was Jimmy Carter. Okay. Then it was Ronald Reagan. He was an actor.
Yeah, that's right.
Did not know that.
Was he a good actor?
I got to brush up on my history.
I don't know, man. That's like my mom's generation. I've never watched a Ronald Reagan film, but I know he was an actor. I've seen, clips of his films.
Okay.
And there's like acting where the movie's black and white. There's acting where there's no sound at all.
Right. Jesse Ventura.
Jesse Ventura, yeah.
Good old Jesse
they're
Ventura.
actors. Ventura had a legit background.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
And he was in the Marines too, or
Navy
SEAL or something like that.
Yeah. But crazy world we live in.
So that means, Jason, all you need to do is get a little bit more famous. Maybe train Kobe Bryant or something like that.
Go on Instagram a little bit more, just self-promote.
Yeah. Twitter seems to be the handle, man, but I don't know.
Yeah, I try, but it seems complicated for me.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Twitter seems like something you have to be either really famous or self-centered to do, and they're both mutual.
I would just tell a bunch of jokes on it, if anything. Yeah.
How about, what do you guys think of Tumblr?
Oh, you know what? Can you break?
I don't even know.
Tumblr is like it's really popular in art circles. You guys show the art. Maybe you guys should have a Tumblr.
I think we do have one, and we're automatically posted on it.
Yeah, I think you can link it up with your Instagram and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it's like a microblog.
Okay.
Okay.
Like you can add more content than Twitter, more options than Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, I had one for a while and I really loved it, but the problem is you can't you're not going to get well, maybe I never figured it out, but I don't think you'll get how many people follow you guys on Instagram?
There's around 59, 60,000.
Yeah. You may I haven't been able to figure out how to get that on Tumblr, but it is really big in artsy types of endeavors.
Yeah, I get you. Interesting. And I'm Googling it right now because I see.
It's super simple too. I had the app on my phone for a long time. It's very, very nice.
There, you got me sold. Once you said simple, I'm like, okay.
Are you on Reddit by any chance?
I am not.
Because I know that's like getting really popular these days. Yeah.
Damn, we got to catch up on all. There's so many things out there right now.
Yeah. So let me tell you a book I just ordered.
Boom.
The Joy of Missing Out. Since we're talking about so much about social media and tech.
Okay.
The Joy of Missing Out.
Missing out?
And it's all missing out.
Huh. Okay.
Like missing out on all that shit.
Yeah.
On all the news feeds, on all the
And the joy of it.
The joy of it, yeah, because the more common term is the fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Like why do you check the news? You don't want to miss something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? But would we the sun will come up tomorrow, right?
True. That's true.
So the normal term is fear of missing out. And this woman, I forgot her name, took it and said the joy of missing out. It's
nice. That sounds good because I only started hearing that maybe a month or two ago, like FOMO. Someone said F.
Yeah,
someone,
FOMO.
Yeah, someone typed it on like a text. I'm like, what did you type on it?
Oh, like hashtag FOMO?
Yeah, I didn't know people.
I see.
Yeah, so that's interesting. I'm going to check that out.
No, that is interesting because like I check my email every chance I get because I'm like somebody might be trying to get in touch with me, and if I don't answer now,
refresh.
I'm gonna
refresh. 5 minutes later, refresh. Right?
What is wrong with me?
Yeah.
What is wrong with? I need to read that book.
The Joy of Missing Out.
Nice.
I'll send you a copy right when I get the Chimera coffee.
So 2019, get ready.
2019.
Says, what are your top favorite books to read and reread? Actually, what do you like to go into?
Probably the stuff that we mentioned last time. Frank Frenchich, Exuberant Animal.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan of him. If you guys are you familiar with Austin Kleon?
No. Okay. Who's that?
Look up Austin Kleon. He's a writer that draws. That's his tagline.
Okay.
I'm a writer that draws, and he has a book called Show Your Work.
Okay.
Which is beautiful. If you're entrepreneur, any type of artist, outstanding. You guys would really love it. Show Your Work. The other one is Steal Like an Artist.
Steal Like an Artist. Okay.
Yes, that's his other book.
Okay, yeah, I just looked him up right. I'm gonna Amazon Prime him right after we're done.
Yeah, his books are awesome, and he has a bunch of podcasts that he's on.
Okay.
What other books? I don't know.
Nice. How about podcasts? Who are your favorite other than Show the Art podcast? Who else do you like to listen to on your daily?
I usually listen to business podcasts.
Okay.
Yeah, like The Art of Charm. I listen to that.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I listen to a lot of financial ones. I don't know if you guys want to get into the financial podcast. Yeah. But Dave Ramsey.
Okay.
He has a Total Money Makeover. Mm-hmm. This stuff, I don't know how old you guys are, but the finances become much more important when you have a family and you don't want to, like, for example, I think it's like, oh man, my numbers are skipping out of my head.
Yeah.
But it's a huge amount of baby boomers, huge, that only have $10,000 saved for retirement.
Wow.
For retirement, wow.
For retirement,
yeah.
$10,000, dude. You're like in your 60s.
Holy crap!
That's going to be gone.
Yeah.
So Total Money Makeover is just a beautiful, simple way. Dave Ramsey, and he has a podcast and he has a YouTube channel and live show and everything.
Sure.
Just a way to get out of debt first, right? So he helps people get out of debt first, and then how to build their wealth.
Nice.
You guys are young and all that stuff, but I'm a father of 3.
Yeah.
That stuff becomes important. Planning for the children's education.
Yeah.
Yeah,
paying shit off. Well, I'm 44. I don't want to be working until I'm
90,
70. Yeah,
sure.
You know, I don't want to be working until I'm 70. I love what I do, but it's still like, you know.
Yeah, no,
absolutely. I want to go sit on the beach on Scotland somewhere.
As a father of 3, or just a father in general, and a gentleman who owns his business and all this stuff, can you give Ames some advice? He's about to have a baby in a few months. Give this poor man some advice.
You got your first time daddy?
Yeah, man.
Ames?
April 14 is
April 14. Start sleeping now.
So everyone tells just enjoy your sleep while you can.
Right. No, I don't know, man. I think people, it's rough. Yeah. I think, but it's what's the elegant word I'm thinking of here? it's like you'll love it.
Yeah.
You know, you'll love it. I mean, there's times that you're going to suffer, but when that baby cries in the middle of the night, you're going to get up, and it's not going to be troublesome.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be your little guy, your little girl, and be like, yeah, that's mine.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah.
And there's not going to be anything sweeter than holding them in your arms.
Yeah.
You know? Look, I have 3, and I don't know how many times I hear this, Daddy, Dad, all night long. Dad, help me with the homework. Dad. But the first time, like sometimes when they leave the house and I don't hear a dad, it's like, it's a little bit weird.
Yeah.
It's a little bit too quiet. You know, like I'm like, how many times do I have to hear my name called?
Yeah.
This is getting too much. But then like they'll go out, all 3 will be out of the house, and I'll be like, this is a little bit strange.
Or are they, right?
Interesting.
Yeah. I forgot who I was listening to. He says like, I'm trying to spend as much time because 5 years from now, they're not gonna need me like they do now. And I was like, oh man, so
my oldest is 13.
Okay.
And it went like that.
Whoa,
Yeah.
13.
Yes. Yeah.
Went like that.
How old are your other children?
9 and 4.
At what age did they start to become like their own human? And you're like, wow, this is someone that can have full on conversations, and they're in their own world. Like they could talk to anybody. They could do whatever they want now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. My 4-year-old can have conversations, but they would be 4-year-old conversations.
Yeah,
true.
Right? But it's still you get these glimpses of like adulthood craziness.
Gotcha.
Right? Like, Dad, Mom was pulled over by the cops for going too quick. You know, like he has whole sentences, but he knows what's going on. You know, the 9-year-old can have great conversations. I think somewhere around 3 or 4.
Okay.
But the craziest thing is like how different each sibling would be, and you start to, or how different everyone is, and you see that personality come out. Man, as soon as they can make a vocalization.
Really? That soon?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even. So my 9-year-old, he tends to be a little bit grumpy.
Okay.
He was grumpy since he could make a sound.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And the 13-year-old, he was the most joyful baby. Like the kid would have diarrhea and he'd be happy about it, right? And the other kid is, you turn on the wrong cartoon and be like, whoa! Like, how can 2 kids come from the same roots?
Yeah,
so
be that different.
At what age do they start scheming and plotting and manipulating?
Oh, dude, 2.
2?
2.
The terrible 2s.
Dude, they'll start plotting. Ames, I'm not sure if you're planning on breastfeeding, but when they want that milk,
okay,
they'll scheme their way to get that milk, man.
I can't
They'll
wait.
be like, "Mommy, you're so beautiful. Your chest is so warm and cozy. I need some I need some leche.
Need protein."
Yes.
Oh man, I can't wait.
But dude, they're really good salespeople. Babies, they
yeah.
know, man. Like, I just gave Dad eyes and I got that response. I'll make those eyes again.
Smart, right?
Yeah, they know.
Yeah, what they do. My friend has like a 2-year-old son. We're watching him, like his personality started to come out. Always happy, always joyous, and then he has like a 1-year-old daughter. Totally different. Always like crying. Even when they're first born, like a few months in, the boy was super quiet, but the girl's like loud. So I can't wait to see how they are like a few years from now, to see what their personality's like.
Interesting.
Right. Yeah. And I have 3. I tend to think that initial personality that comes out will remain with them. I mean, it's true, at least in my life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the 9-year-old was grumpy when he was a baby.
Okay.
He's still a grumpy 9-year-old. He tends to look at things like in the negative. You know what I mean? Like, I got more homework. This school sucks. Right? And the 9-year-old's like, comes home, plops down, does his homework. I mean, the 13-year-old. You know?
I got you. Yeah.
Interesting.
I can't
and you
wait.
need that dynamic, right? Like, do you think it's more rare that kids are similar than they are than they are different? Like,
I think it's pretty common that you're much different.
That's because I know in my family, like growing up, let's say just me and my brother, because we were the most close in age, and we're both boys, and we used to hang out all the time. We were different.
Yeah,
he was more of the rambunctious, rile people up type of person, and get into trouble quick. daring. I was the opposite. I was more like,
Introvert.
let's keep this thing under control, guys.
You're like my brother.
Let's relax.
Yeah.
What's going on? Let's stop doing that. And trying to keep the peace when he creates it. And I feel like that dynamic is almost a must. Like
it works.
Yeah, like it has to happen. I mean, right? It has to happen.
Yes. Yeah.
To balance the equation.
Do you have any siblings, Jay?
I have an older brother. Yeah.
And
we're completely different.
I was gonna say, what is your brother like?
Let's not get into that.
Got it. Because my brother.
But let's just talk like he's a big jock.
Okay.
Like football, baseball, basketball, and everything that goes around with being a jock. You know. Yeah, and I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. So I got you.
You coming over Sunday for pizza and the game?
Yeah.
Does he even sound like that? Please tell me he sounds like that.
No, we're not Italian.
I know. I was like, I didn't know Jason was Italian.
It would just be funny if he did sound like that.
I didn't know it was Jason Santucci. On that note, guys, we got to go. Me and Ibrahim have to go train. Jay, Ibrahim. Thank you.
Come on, man, get it right.
Practice makes perfect. But we gotta go train. Jason, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Us, man.
It's always such a pleasure to talk with you guys.
Yeah, man, we're all over.
I love the way
tonight.
we have absolutely no format.
Exactly. That's what
we talk about whatever comes to mind.
That's what I was really enjoying because we went from like Twitter to now kids.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed this convo, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. And
thank you, guys.
We really appreciate it. And guys, Jason was our first guest on the podcast, so go back and listen to number 1
if you didn't yet.
Yeah,
we're in like
you guys were making fun of me for being a purple belt.
Now you're brown
Things
belt.
have changed, man.
I'm brown belt.
Well, now
I'm on the fast track to black too.
That's it. Oh, good. Give you that speed pass or
easy pass.
Easy pass. There we go.
Easy pass.
Speed pass. What country do I come from?
No, you're Switzerland.
At least now, Switzerland. At least now you can make fun of Ames for being just a blue belt. All right, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Hey, take care, man.
Peace.
Peace.